All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? I know, rare, right, on a Saturday? What's going on? Usually Steve just does the weekly readings. I know. Well, why not? I got some time today, and besides, I did a pre-shuffle here with the Rider Waite. See that Page of Swords? I often say it's a spying energy, but one you don't know is there. I compare it to the barn owl in the animal deck, where you walk under them all the time, but you don't know that they're there in the tree. You're being watched, and you have no fucking clue. You're being watched, and you have no idea. You're being peeped, and you have no idea. I don't know. People put lipstick cams all over the place, mini cameras, all kinds of things. Careful where you change into your damn bikinis these days. I'll tell you what, at the end of the day here, they're tiny little things. You're being watched, spied on, and you don't know it. By someone who likes what they see. They really like you. They really, 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 really do. They just got a funny way of showing it with the 5 of sword or 5 of wands and the 3 of swords. Yeah, maybe these together equal a 5 of swords, a false victory, you know. I don't know. They just got a funny way of showing it, but they really like you. They watch you all the time. I don't know what that means. They watch you all the time. That's the energy that's here. They got a funny way of showing it. It's probably somebody in your life, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe they create conflict. Maybe that's what keeps them away from you. They invent some sort of problem. I don't know. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Let's shuffle the deck. 3 cards and a bottom card with me. Let's go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Just reading. Maybe you find that camera because of me, because of something I just said. I don't know. What's that blinking red light behind that tile? I wonder. Right? All right, here we go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Whatever that reason is. It's timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. This could be future influence for you. All right? I don't know. If you walk into any room and there's a blinking red light that you could see out of the corner, get the fuck out. All right, there's your tip for the future. There you go. There's your future influence. All right. But then again, somebody that stupid deserves to get caught, I suppose, if they got a spy cam. Because if you are some kind of perv who put up some kind of spy cam and you're stupid enough to buy the one with the blinking red light, you deserve to get caught. You know, you really do. Dumbass. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. 3 cards and a bottom card. For most of you, this is a soulmate watching your social media doing something. I don't know. Temperance is the bottom card. That's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. The base energy. What's underneath Temperance? Sorry if I'm sniffly today. Pollen levels are through the roof, right? Spring starts early where I live. Justice. I think the truth is about to reveal itself to you. I think you're protected. That's the next card that was coming out anyway from the top of the deck. The 10 of Pentacles, center card. 3 of Cups, celebration. And the 7 of Pentacles. These are read center, left, right. And that is Temperance. I think with Justice underneath it. There's a couple of ways I can read this. Okay? The spying energy was strange. That's why I gave you all kinds of jokes about red lights and things like that. But I wasn't that far off, I don't think. Well, in a way. Let me phrase it this way. Please just catch my drift, okay? Because I got to translate this energy. But the easiest thing I would say is this. Let's say somebody's going to ask you out, or somebody's going to enter your life, okay, very soon. I don't know who it is. Re-enter your life, I could say that too. I don't know. But they seem to know a lot about your life, like what's on the shelves, what's on the this, what's going on with you, what you've been up to. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be able to tell that they've been watching. And I think something about that makes you, Well, it's sort of a mix. The way I get the feeling, it's a mix of uneasy and happy at the same time. It's sort of like your intuition gets validated, but it's also like shit. You know, you almost didn't want it to, right? A little bit. I don't know. It's just somebody who seems to know an awful lot about you, even if it's not necessarily. It doesn't have to be spying. Can be a lot of different things. It could be you have a first date from one of the apps or something like that. And this person researched the fuck out of you before you went. It's just a little creepy that they know stuff. Your mom's name is Mona. My mom's name is Mona. I mean, how do you who's researching you that deeply? You know what I'm saying? They know shit. They know what your first dog's name was. They've been all over and read stuff. It's just weird. And I know in this day and age that's fairly common, but that doesn't make it any less creepy. A little bit. It's a bit of that. I don't know. There's some kind of creepy here. I'm going to grab the witches. It's a trickster smoke and mirrors energy here. I'm going to pull on the Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? That's the easiest way I can read it. It's like somebody's about to enter your life, whether it's a date or whatever, but they seem to know a lot about you. You know? I mean, it's one thing if you're like a public figure or something like that, but it's another thing if you're not. All right, let's see. Three Cups. It's caused by the Tower. It's what I said. It's just... There's something about this. It's like you want to ask that they're saying things that they shouldn't know. The high priest. They're saying things that they shouldn't know, like some kind of shaman in a fucking cave or something. What the fuck? How do you know that? You know? What's on top here? Queen of Swords. What's that here? The Page of Cups. Somebody is aggressively trying to land you. It's somebody. Look, this is somebody. This might be somebody re-entering your life. Feels like somebody new. It feels like a new love who's very aggressively packed with information. The Queen of Swords, packed with information. Some of it's a little off, which can be if you get the information from research. Some of it can be a little off. You know. You can't trust Google AI to give you all the facts. It's just aggregating and pulling them from all sorts of different sources, you know. I mean, it's just somebody's aggressively trying to bed you down. Okay, somebody's aggressively trying to go out with you. The Three of Cups is sometimes my card of somebody asking you out, wanting to take you out, right? In this case, I almost mean that literally. Almost, I often say, no, I don't mean like the mob. Maybe I kind of do here a little bit. I don't know. This person very aggressively trying to ask you out, trying to land you, trying to get you into their life. Reminds me of that song. I don't know if is it the Beatles or Paul McCartney single or something. I don't know. Got to get you into my life, right? It's a bit of that, a little bit. It's a little bit aggressive. Okay. My favorite Beatles thing on a video one time for the making of Abbey Road, I think it was. My favorite part is when Paul McCartney is auditioning, I've Got a Feeling for them, and he keeps singing, I've got a feeling, I've got a feeling. And George Harrison stops him and just goes, I don't know, is this song called I've Got a Feeling by any chance? I mean, because it's just like, got any other lyrics, Paul? Anything? You know? I just love that. His timing on it was perfect. All right. Ten of Pentacles. Why is it here? Let's see where we're at. So they want to come into your life here, your world. Okay. Aggressively. All kinds of information. They already know everybody's name. The dog. I mean, the dog, too. The King of Cups. The environmental energy is the King of Cups. Something feels off about this to you. Who is this person? This is not who's been coming up in the readings. This is not an Emperor and Empress connection. it's just somebody, again, we open this reading. Somebody's been spying and you don't know. I'm telling you, you don't know. I think you're freaked out by the shit that they know. Or not necessarily freaked out in a bad way. It's more a case of it doesn't catch you right away. But the more facts they have and the more they go, you start thinking, how do they know all this? Oh my God, was that person Steve was talking about, right? It's a little bit of that. What's on top here? The 7 Pentacles. Why is that here? The 3 of Pentacles. Somebody feels like now is the right time to come out of the shadows and tell you how they feel. That's the simple way I'm going to tell you. Probably because it benefits their life in some way to do it. I feel like anybody that does this, and I don't want to hear, oh, it's always on the DM side, or there's always a selfish person. Yeah, people are self-focused and selfish these days. Anybody that would research you and get all kinds of information to come in to definitely make sure they land you or try and impress you with facts. It doesn't even have to be about you. It could be maybe you're into sport fishing. This person then studies everything about sport fishing before they go, did he start rattling off sport fishing facts? I mean, I don't know. It could be any of that. Whatever it is, anytime somebody does this, there's some sort of motive. There's some sort of, they've been rejected many times and they want to try to cover themselves. There's something here. It's weird. I talk about sport fishing. It smells fishy. Okay? I don't know. It feels that way. What is this? They want something. Or you've got something they need. I get it. Why is the 7 Pentacles here? Because it's over here. These are red with that. Now is the time. They feel like now is the time to come out of the shadows. They've got enough data. They've done enough research. They're ready to spout their facts. It all comes out kind of matter-of-facty with the Queen of Swords here. Why is that here? And you might say, well, you were joking about a red light and changing, Steve. I mean, it could play out that way, too. The same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. Now they figure it's time to come out of the shadows. I don't know. Well, I don't know why they figure. Get tired of watching, Crazy town reaches its peak, and here they come. They come in and talk to you. I don't know. 7 of Pentacles. I have no idea. Feels like more information related, though. I will tell you that. 7 Pentacles. Why is it here? Divine timing. The energy is just right. Now is the time to pick the fruit. That's what he's thinking. Now it's time. Okay. Why? Does this behoove them in some way to do it now? I don't know. I like that the Tower was there, though. That's funny. Crossing this, Knight of Cups. What did I say? Rewind. Why am I your second favorite? What the fuck? It's right there. That's the environmental energy. Now is the time for what? Well, it's not picking fruit. I promise you that. It's coming toward you. Now they feel like they've got enough data to bring you the cup. Right? I don't know. What's on top? The Ace of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. Why is now the right time? Okay, this is the right time for what? Why is now the right time? The Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you just came into a windfall, or they just came into a windfall. Maybe they didn't feel like they could approach you until they had certain things, a certain amount of money or a certain amount of status, or I don't know. Or it could be vice versa. It could be you came into money. That could be a lot of reason for somebody to approach you. Or you became single, or they just became single. I don't know. Something that took a while to happen has happened. It could be either side. I can't tell which is which with thousands of people watching. Why is that here? 8 swords. What's the bridge? Queen of Wands. That lion. It's Fakey McFakerman. Fakey. I got to clarify that. As far as the 8 swords, they've been waiting a while for this. Not patiently either. Somebody feels like if they don't, this is urgency. Somebody feels like if they don't act now, they're going to lose it. I don't know why. Maybe while they're spying, they see somebody else is interested. I don't know. I got to pull on Fakey here. Tell me about Fakey McFakerman. Queen of Wands. Very attracted to you. I will tell you that. They're very attracted. They only know all of these facts, we'll just call them that. Let's just say they're spouting out your dog's name, where you grew up, all this stuff, and you're like, how the fuck do you know this? Right? It's all just superficial stuff. They know nothing about you, your soul. Okay? Let's be very clear about that, whoever this person is. Feels like it's somebody new. Feels like it's somebody who you don't know has been watching you. You don't know has been interested in you. Could be somebody at work. Could be. I got pentacles all over the fucking place here. Tell me about Fakey McFakerman. Tell me more about this. Maybe it'll tell me about the attraction, or maybe it'll tell me about the superficial nature of what they know. Or I have no idea. I feel compelled to clarify that, so I will. If you're going to hold me to 3 cards and a bottom card, you should have shut off 15 minutes ago easily. All right, Queen of Wands. Come on, it's Saturday. Let's have some fun. Let's do a reading. Besides the weekly reading. Man, that weekly reading. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah. The Knight of Wands. It's, again, I'm noting the clouds around this person. Very selfish, emotionally immature. Somebody's coming towards you for it's what I said, very selfish reasons on some level maybe. The 8 of Cups, they don't want you to get away. Why is that here? Judgment, karma, bridge, 3 swords. They feel like if they don't do something, they never will, now or never. They might, while they're spying, have seen you are interested in somebody else. You might have typed something. If they're watching your social media, you might have typed, oh, I really love Toby, and this person isn't Toby. You're like, wait, that's not me, better do something. I don't know. Could play out 1,000 different ways, but it wanted to tell me about the attraction, about why the urgency is here. I don't control what comes in. Just for fun, let's pull on the Queen of Swords. I pulled on one queen, I'll pull on the other. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. So, in a nutshell, you're being watched and you don't know it. By somebody who really likes you, they just got a funny way of showing it. Downright creepy if you ask me. I don't care if it's just information. I don't ever want to sit down with somebody and, who knows a whole pile of fucking trivia about me and stuff. I hate that. If you do, zip it. I mean, honestly, it's weird. All right, here we go. Queen of Swords. It's crossed by the King of Swords. They're trying to pick a fight. They are. These two energies fight. They cross swords if they're in close proximity. You don't get any closer proximity than fucking crossing one another. Okay? Why do they have all this information? Why are they saying this? They want to get a reaction out of you. They want to get a rise out of you. But why? I don't understand. A 9 of Swords. And why is that here? The 7 of Pentacles again. What's the bridge? 6 of Pentacles. This is somebody who, how do I phrase this? Let's say, for example, just catch my drift, it's a date. Okay? It doesn't have to be. It could be somebody at work that's into you. Okay? You're not on a date. They just come up to your desk. But we'll just, for our mind's eye, say it's a date. It's somebody who knows that you might be interested in somebody else, or you might have a boyfriend or a girlfriend currently, something along those lines. They're going to show you how much they know about you, and they're going to, in the process, badmouth the other person in saying how little the other person knows about you. You see, even I know that your dog's name was Uganda. I mean, even I know, right? Your dog's name was Uganda. I know that, right? The other person doesn't know that. They don't know you like I do. It's that kind of a thing. So somebody's been researching you so that they could prove to you that they know you. But that's why this came up. Where the fuck is it? Got buried under piles of cards here. That's why this came up. And I said to you, bringing it over here, they don't know your soul. They only know a bunch of superficial facts. So don't fall for it. It's a bunch of bullshit. You know, I mean, it is. They're going to discredit. It's the oldest trick in the book. If you want to get, for example, you know, I mean, I have a past. If you want to get in some guy's girlfriend's pants, you discredit the boyfriend in some way. You make them look bad. You make them look like an idiot in some way. It's a classic trick. That's what this is. Except now with the internet, it's much easier to get a bunch of data about somebody. So there you go. That's what this is. You're being watched and you don't know it. And it'll reveal itself to you in due time. I got 7 pentacles all over the place. All right? I told you it benefits them. I told you we'd figure it out. That's kind of what's going on. You just have to catch the gist of what I'm saying. Catch my drift. But that's basically what's up here. So if you find somebody doing that, and you go, wait, this is probably the person Steve was talking about. How do they know my childhood dog's name? You know, I mean, and they're trying to discredit another person or another thing. It could be another job. It could be, there's a lot of pentacles here. It could be another job trying to get you, trying to steal you, trying to headhunt you, as they say, right? Trying to steal you away, or a headhunter trying to headhunt you, stealing you away. They're wooing you with everything they know. Well, we know you like playing handball. We've got a handball court at our office. You know, how do you know I like playing handball? You know, it's that kind of a thing. They've researched you for some purpose, to use the information to try to sway you their way. All right? Don't fall for it. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. If they're willing to do this, you know, they'll if you know what was that old thing? And I hate quoting Dr. Phil because he's kind of lost his mind these days. But the old thing there, if he'll do it to you, if he'll do it with you, he'll do it to you. Right. If they'll do it to you, they'll do it against you some other time too. Right. So keep that in mind. People are who they are. That's all. Keep your wits about you. All right. That's your reading. I've done my best. I don't think there's anything else the universe can tell you. So, in a nutshell, if you just want to take, what's the takeaway, Steve? You're being watched and you don't know it. Right? Just pay attention. It's for a reason. Right? Somebody going to gather in all kinds of things to say about you. It could be something be as simple as somebody on a date. It could be that simple. Right? But they still have this tendency, it's a psychological problem, to discredit anybody else around you. In other words, if they're going to be a new friend, they want to be your best friend, right? There's some psychopathy here. There's some issues here with whoever this is, all right? I don't read it as a strong soulmate. I don't read it as the Emperor and Empress connection that's been coming up in recent readings. It's just a heads up for you, okay? All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.